Hellboy, the film, not the boy, is set in the past, in the time of legends. Sort of Arthurian, Gwendolaverian sort of time. And there's a queen and a witch, and she seeks to destroy all of mankind for their arrogance, I'm guessing. Played by Mila Jovovich, and she's doing a British accent. King Arthur and Merlin, the man not the owl, are having none of that, so they cut her up into little tiny pieces. Because she's magic. So, flash forward to now, Hellboy, your man on the poster, he's like a cop going after demons. But he himself is a demon. Do you see the conflict there? Interesting. We meet Hellas looking for his friend Ruiz, but Ruiz has turned into a vampire. And although that's not super important to the story or anything, I think it is a good flavour of things to come. Yes, Hellboy boldly says, this is a film with vampires in it. The man, not the film. The film. Hellboy. So while that's going on, Gruagagak, the big pig monster, Jumbo, I brought my friend Jumbo, and he brought his date from the HR department with the girl with the wonky eye. She works at Darden, the only Fortune 500 company in the greater Orlando area.
At the Olive Garden Italian restaurant, we speak a different language. We have no words for can't.
Jumbo was saying that the voice of Gruagak was Craig Charles, because it's Liverpudlian, but I knew it wasn't, because the Gruagak guy, he's constantly effing and jeffing, not smegging and rimming. Stephen Graham's the voice, and it's really good because he's Liverpudlian, and you don't expect that. So Baba Yaga says to Gruagak that if he brings back the witch from the first part, that'll very much upset Hellboy. And then we go back to Hellboy because, it's one of those films where you follow two people at once to confuse you. And we find out that Ian McShane's in it, Swegen, and he's Hellboy's boss. A boss amongst his people. Swegen and Hellboy have this quite complicated relationship, and I won't go into it right now because we've not got into spoilers, but if you're thinking what you're probably thinking, then you're right. So Swegen sends Hellboy to a field in England with some dudes dressed as knights. F***ing England. There, Hellas gets into a bit of a spot of bother, and he gets stabbed through the heart, and this is where the spoilers begin. So if you don't want to know whether Hellboy dies halfway through a film called Hellboy, then please keep watching, but just put it on mute or something. The metrics haven't been doing too well. Okay, so spoilers as of now. No, he doesn't die. He wakes up and there are all these beads, and he's in this young woman's apartment and she's got all these beads. I mean, who has beads? So Bead Lady has a whole story, and it's not really interesting, so I'll just truncate it. She's a psychic. There's another dude as well, and we are in spoilers, remember, and he can turn into a jaguar. And to be honest, it was a good twist, but I kind of saw it coming because the actor that they had did seem quite cat-like anyway. So, Hellas, Bead Lady and Jaguar go off to fight Mila Jovovich, and it does not go well. It does not go well. Merlin, the man not the owl, offers Hellboy, Excalibur. That's right. Excalibur. Which in this world is a very powerful anti-demon sword, which would totally sort things out, possibly, maybe. It would at least empower Hellboy a lot, but Hellboy doesn't want to get involved in it. Sort of like if Kevin Federline was your brother-in-law, and you really wanted to learn how to dance. He could definitely teach you how to dance. But no. Then he cuts off Mila Jovovich's head, but it's still alive and she's chatting away. So he's like, quit while you're ahead! And there's a lava pit, and he throws her head into the lava pit. And he's like, quit while you're ahead! And one of my favourite moments of the whole film was, the credits. They were really good. But I didn't get to see them all because Darden started pouring her Pepsi, her skinny Dr. Pepper away, into the trash can. Don't pour liquids into the trash, you bloody moo. And that's Hellboy. Little Mo's in it. That's Gary Oldman's sister. She's the lady in the fish and chip shop called Codswallop, which I think is a very humorous name, I might add. But you can sort of see it around the mouth of Gary. And whatever that actress is, whatever her name is. Little Mo Oldham.